Welcome to Oakmore School. I'm Mr. Hemmings, the head teacher. Thank you so much for joining me as I introduce our school through a series of slides to prospective students and their parents and carers. This presentation is designed to complement our virtual tour, which includes live video drone footage right across our site and through our building so you can see the entire school premises. I do hope you find both videos helpful, and I look forward to seeing you at Oakmore School very soon. For the next 10 minutes or so, I will run through some slides which will show you how we combine high academic standards and exceptional pastoral care to allow young people in our school to flourish and achieve their very best. Our starting point is that we see each child as unique, with their own set of skills, experiences and needs. We very much have a family feel to our school, and we frequently refer to our Oakmore family, where we enjoy a culture of mutual respect. But it's not simply a cosy, friendly family existence. Whilst we are a warm, welcoming and happy community, we also have very high aspirations for all members of our community, our staff, our students and our families. Our school motto is 3 simple words: ambition, courage, excellence. We encourage our students to have the ambition to aim high and be their very best, to have the courage to get up and dust themselves down when things don't go according to plan from time to time, or students don't understand some of their work they're being asked to do. And we encourage students to keep trying. And by having this ambition and by having this courage, our students are able to achieve excellence in all that they set out to do. For our school to be happy and vibrant, we require the basic ingredient of excellent behaviour. And at Oakmore, it's not just about the teachers and other staff expecting excellent behaviour. Our students also have high expectations of each other. They want to learn, they want to achieve, and they expect that their learning is not interrupted by the selfish behaviour that prevents this in some schools. Like all good families, our students also want each other to be as successful as possible, and like their teachers, they have high aspirations for their friends' futures as well. And appointing and keeping great teachers is one of my highest priorities. Clearly, keeping our students, your children, safe and well is my first priority and always will be, but a close second is ensuring that your children have the best possible professionals working with them every single day. And we're really fortunate. We have a highly talented and well-qualified staff, and teacher retention at Oakmore is very, very high, with great teachers choosing to stay here and continue working for us. Our teachers are totally committed to our students and to our community as a whole, and I think that this level of retention shows that Oakmore is not only a great place to learn, but it's also a great place to work. We're linked, as I think most of you know, to the University of Chichester, which has a history of teacher training that spans over 160 years, and this allows me to work really closely with the senior staff of the university and get to know the new trainee teachers each year, and obviously encourage them to apply for any vacancies that we have. I've already explained how we see every child as an individual with their own needs. Our house system places students in all year group houses, which is very much like a family within a family. And in with each house, there are 6 mentor groups, and each child has their own mentor for the full 5 years that they are at Oakmore, and that mentor is also a teacher in our school. And students will see their mentor each day, each morning for 15 minutes, and on a day-to-day basis, the mentor will make sure that students are ready for the day ahead, and across the 5 years will oversee their academic progress as well as their welfare needs. And each house is led by an academic and pastoral leader who is a member of the teaching staff as well. And we also have a non-teaching team of pastoral staff who are available throughout the day should students need to see them, or should you need to make contact with us, because we recognise that sometimes as parents we need additional support as well as we navigate those interesting teenage years. So our team supports families as well as our students. Now, although the school is growing in popularity with about 95% of Year 6 in our town's schools joining us for the last couple of years, we still remain committed to small class sizes, and this allows us to know the children really well and to provide students with more support in lessons and give teachers more time to look at students' work outside of lessons so that the next stages of learning can be planned carefully and so that our lesson planning is precisely based around what students have learned and how well they have understood the work from their previous lesson. And this allows students to have a greater understanding of their work and allows them to make much better progress. I've mentioned our growing popularity, but we're by no means a large secondary school, and nor do we wish to be. Being slightly smaller, though, does mean that with fewer students in each year group, there's a greater chance to be selected for the sports teams, more opportunities to perform at our events and be involved in productions. So if you want to be on the stage, if you want to perform on the sports field, you'll have the opportunity to enjoy this in our school. We also begin our student leadership roles in Year 7. Now, often schools will wait until students have attended for a few years, but we choose to do things differently and build on the excellent leadership opportunities that children have enjoyed in their primary phase schools before they join us. This slide shows a selection of activities that students enjoy outside of the classroom, and we're committed to continually improve our extracurricular offers for students. Students enjoy these activities, and it also provides us with great opportunities to build on the positive working relationships that we benefit from in the classroom as well. And our trips and visits programme has developed well over the last few years and continues to grow, as you can see by the list here. Barely a day goes by where a head teacher doesn't have to make a decision that will impact multiple stakeholders in different ways. Many decisions will be seen in a positive light by some groups, yet the same decision will impact another group of stakeholders negatively or potentially be viewed negatively. And you can imagine juggling the often conflicting needs of students, parents, staff, local community, local government, national government, expectations, Ofsted requirements, Department for Education expectations. All of these can be challenging and conflicting. However, over the last 7 years, I've found a very simple solution to decision making, and I ask myself one question: is the decision I have made or about to make good enough for my own 3 children? I have a 17-year-old, a 14-year-old and a 9-year-old, so children in 3 different key stages of their education. And if the decision is not good enough, then it's simply not good enough for my students. And I use this every single day. I use this as I walk the site and assess our environment, lessons that are taking place, in decisions that other school leaders in our school are making, the food offer in the dining hall, absolutely everything. When I ask myself the question, is this good enough for my children? And if the answer is no, then it needs to be changed, and it does change. This keeps students at the very heart of everything we do at Oakmore. Academic standards in our school have increased year on year. We were last inspected in 2016 when Ofsted judged the school as being good in all areas and good overall. And since that judgment, our academic standards, as I say, have improved every single year. In 2017, the summer after our inspection, our results in both mathematics and English went up further. And this is really important as it allows more of our students to enrol on higher level courses in sixth form and to progress their education. And that's really important to me, and I'm sure as a parent that's very important to you as well. In 2018, I set every head of department the target to be in the top 20% of schools in the country based on student progress. And then in 2019, the following year, with most subjects close to or above that top 20% position, I increased the expectation that we should be working towards being in the top 5% of subjects in the country. and a number of subjects had already achieved this, including maths, whose progress was in the top 3% of schools in the country, and the highest rate of student progress from out of all Hampshire's secondary schools. So very strong performances in a number of subjects there, and in particularly from mathematics. In 2020 and 2021, assessment looked very different. We didn't have externally assessed GCSEs and A-levels, as you know. We knew that the results were going to improve, and the results that students were awarded demonstrated the continued upward trajectory, even though they weren't taking the exams in the usual way. And what was particularly important for us for those 2 years was that students were able to access the most appropriate level of sixth form course for those staying in education based on their ability to succeed on those courses. And I believe that we achieved that for all of our students. We pride ourselves on being an inclusive school, and students from the whole ability range thrive here. We are a school committed to serving our local community, and those of you already with children here will know that. And these quotes from the recent Ofsted report, or our most recent Ofsted report, emphasise this by drawing attention to the most able students being challenged and making strong progress at school, as well as students with educational needs being well supported, also to make progress in line with other students in the school. The report also identifies how well Year 7 students settle into our school, and I was really pleased that this was picked up, because this is often a concern for children and parents as you move from Year 6 into secondary. But our Year 7 students are made especially welcome through our all-year mentor groups, with older students looking out for them right from day one in the school, and as is quoted here, making those students feel safe as they join Oakmore School. These were some other comments, and it's lovely to read these other comments from the inspection team about our school. High expectation, good behaviour, polite, respectful pupils, a calm and purposeful atmosphere, all really important ingredients to us of our successful school. And 3 years after that report and the further academic progress that we have made, we moved into our Oakmore buildings. I regularly say that a school is a human organisation. It is not defined by its buildings. That said, our site is truly exceptional, and as a town, I believe we are incredibly fortunate that the amazing human organisation that we have as our local secondary school is now housed in an amazing set of buildings to match, and we look forward to welcoming you to our school and being able to show you around our extensive facilities and our wonderful site. I set out about 10 minutes ago, or just over 10 minutes ago, to outline how we have achieved the success we have enjoyed as a result of our high academic standards and exceptional pastoral care. We are, however, by no means complacent, and we strive to develop as a school for our community and continue to build on our success. We are very much on a journey to become an outstanding secondary school for our local community. Thank you very much indeed for your time in watching this presentation. I do hope it has been useful, and I do hope I get to meet with you very soon. But until then, please take care.